Life doesn't come with instructions. Nobody really teaches you how to handle the hard things. Sadness, grief, loneliness, or even love and happiness. We just kind of figure it out as we go, usually by breaking ourselves in the process. And when you're in those dark moments when everything feels heavy, quiet, or just simply off, nobody tells you what to do with it. You're just supposed to keep going, keep talking as if everything's all fine, as if you're fine. But what if you're not? What if you're tired of pretending that you are? That's what this channel is about. Not polished positivity, not empty motivation, not pretending everything's fine. Just real conversations about what actually helps when life gets heavy. Sometimes that might mean science, sometimes stories, but mostly it's just honesty. Talking about things most people try to hide, about what it means to be human, the messy parts, the quiet parts, the things we don't like to talk about. Because somewhere along the way we started treating emotions like problems. We apologize for being sad. We hide it when we're anxious. We bury anger under politeness and we disguise loneliness as independence. We say I'm fine when we're anything but. We tell ourselves it's normal when it's just not. We call ourselves broken when we're really just alive. But emotions aren't flaws, they're messages. They're the language your body speaks when the words fall short. All the feelings, even the ones you wish you didn't have, they're all trying to tell you something about your needs, your fears, your boundaries, or maybe just your memories. Sadness isn't weakness. It's the echo of something that mattered to you. Anger isn't danger. It's a flare shot into the sky saying a line was crossed. Anxiety isn't just panic. It's your mind trying to protect you from what it doesn't yet understand. If you stop fighting them long enough to listen, really listen, even just for a second, you can start to make sense of them. You begin to understand why you feel the way you do. And somewhere in that process, you start to understand yourself. Because emotions aren't the problem. They're proof that you're still alive enough to care. You're not too far gone. And it's not too late. Now, understand this isn't about pretending that everything is fine. It's about learning how to live with it when things aren't. Because being human isn't about constant happiness. It's about balance. It's about being able to carry both the shadow and the light. It's about being able to say today was a hard day and not feel like you've failed. Because tomorrow we can try again. Here you don't have to perform. You don't have to be fixed, you just have to be real. We'll talk about sadness, not as weakness, but as proof that you cared about something you lost. We'll talk about loneliness and that strange ache of being surrounded by people and feeling completely unseen. We'll talk about depression, change, grief, anxiety, happiness, and everything in between. And maybe, most importantly, we'll talk about how to deal with yourself. That constant knowing, that quiet feeling that you live in a world that simply wasn't designed for you. Because the hardest conversations are often the ones we have in our own mind. Some days you'll hear the thunder and you'll see the flashes of lightning. Other days it'll just be rain on your window. But through every storm there is still an echo, a rhythm that reminds you that you are still here. You've made it this far. You've survived every bad day you've ever had. And that's not nothing. That's strength, quiet and stubborn. Human strength. The content here isn't about fixing you. It's here to sit with you long enough for you to realize that maybe you don't need to be fixed. To remind you that whatever you're feeling, you're definitely not the only one. Because everyone you pass on the street is carrying something heavy and invisible. Everyone has a story that if they told it to you in full would crack you open to the core. And that's what I think connects us. Imperfection in life's chaos. Life isn't about escaping pain, it's about trying to understand it. It's about finding enough peace inside yourself so that when the world gets loud, you still have somewhere to stand. So if you're here because you're struggling or trying to make sense of being human, stay for a while. Take a breath and let it rain. We'll figure out how to live with ourselves, how to cope with the noise, the pressure, the doubt. Not perfectly, not instantly, but honestly. Because life's not about falling apart. It's about learning how to put yourself back together over and over and over again, and still finding reasons to smile in between. My name is John, and you are welcome to be here, and you're more than welcome to stay here.